Redhawks sealing the deal. Huge win for them. So the FCOT crew, thank you all for joining us tonight. It's boys basketball. Frontier strikes right back. Dredge takes a three in the corner. 3 threes in a row for the Redhawks. Pulls the three. Yes! What a shot! Oh my God!
Look at that!
And you can kiss that goodbye!
That's the game.
This is exactly how the JV game was going. Hello and welcome to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, joined tonight on the mic by Tyler Wolkowitz, and we've got a special treat here for you in Goodenow Gymnasium. It's the JV team for the Frontier Redhawks facing off against the South Hadley Tigers JV team. We've gotten plenty of requests to do some junior varsity games, and this proves to be a pretty interesting one. Two pretty dominant teams facing off against each other today. The Redhawks coming into this game, Tyler, undefeated, and South Hadley with only just one loss, that loss to Hampshire, who's very well known for some pretty serious basketball.
Yeah, absolutely, Mason. You're totally right. This is certainly a matchup. If we were to pick any JV game, this is it. It's also a very weird circumstance. The varsity team is not playing South Hadley.
Yes, they're playing Lennox, which we'll be covering soon, as a steal is picked up by the Redhawks trying to go the other way, and it's going to stay with Frontier as it was knocked out of bounds. That was Sadie Nichols on the steal and was trying to get the lay, but was denied on the low blocks. Arell looks to her right, gets it into Rowan Riley, and it goes out of bounds. She couldn't get there in time.
Rowan Riley is one of the players who's a floater on these teams going in between JV and varsity.
And there's a couple others on Frontier, two of them. In fact, Elsa Brown, number 20, and 23, Rainer Luce. Luce down on the left blocks right now. She tries to challenge a shot. That goes too far. Rebound, picked up, and going the other way off the hands of Anna Conklin. Now it's Riley to her left at the arc. 3-ball. Got it!
What a shot. Wow. Not even that well contested.
Arell knocks down a 3. First points of the game, and now trying to get through at the top of the arc. Pass on the elbow, they bring it back up top. Tigers on the left wing, back to the point. Now to the right wing, down to the corner. She lets loose the 3, answer isn't there. Rebound goes to the Tigers, trying to recover with a fresh shot clock. Behind her back to the point. Now thought about the shot, drives to the right on the low blocks, and the floater doesn't go. Rebound, loose, pitch back out, jumper, doesn't go again. Out of bounds will stay with the Tigers. I want to give them credit. They've definitely mastered the rebound game, Tyler.
Absolutely, Mason, yeah, but one more pressing issue that they need to work on is moving without the ball. They were very static there, and that's something you often see from these JV teams.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, a reminder, we're used to covering varsity and expecting maybe a little bit more from that as the 3-ball goes. Little short, it looked like, off the front rim. Kept alive, diving effort by the Tigers. Down low, that was Willa Camp now. Looks like a deep 2, blocked maybe by Rainer Luce, and stripped away. And pivoting away to pass it out was Anna Conklin. Now it goes back, deflected, and looked like she stepped out of bounds was the call.
Fantastic effort there, though. Cutting off the passing lane. Yep, they're still trying to figure out what's happening here.
And like we said, these are two heavyweight teams when it comes to JV squads, Tyler. This is the future of high school basketball in the region that we're looking at here.
Absolutely.
And it's exciting to see some pretty intense competition early on. 3-0 the score. Redhawks on top at home, looking to keep their undefeated streak alive. 3-ball from Luce goes.
Wow. In her face.
And that's something you love to see when you can have a player that's big, down low, but then they can step out and shoot dangerously like that. And that's a good hand from Arell to bat it away. Tigers have to reset. And Arell darting up to the top now almost gets another steal. Left down low for the Tigers. Up top, deep jumper, high off the glass, and Riley picks up the boards. Heaves it down the court, blocked. Would have been pass interference if that was football. Didn't look back. But it's going to stay with the Red Hawks as it was knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, that was a rough look there. It's a good effort trying to be up court, but it was a bit too risky.
Yeah. Jumper goes for Maggie Nichols. Who I believe just checked on. There was a big shift for the Red Hawks. And now, handoff, layup didn't go there. And Sandrowski was the one who picked up that steal, I think. Number 1 for the Red Hawks, who also just checked in. 3 ball, Tigers, off the glass and in.
There you go. That's what you like to see. More shots are being put up. Ball loose right in front of our bench.
And that was Sophie Quinn who just made that basket. She is one of actually quite a few players from the Tigers who swing up to the varsity level. Her and 4 other JV players, Tyler.
Wow. Yeah, that's substantial.
And now Sandrowski on the right wing. One-handed pass down to low blocks. Hook shot goes. Great move down low from Rainer Luce, showing off the range. I mean, 3-ball win. Now she's got some motion down low.
Yeah, fantastic post move. Being able to cover all grounds.
And pressure up high for the Red Hawks. And a timeout is going to be called by the Tigers, as there's going to be 2 subs that come in after this timeout for the Red Hawks. 10-3 the score. We'll be right back after a quick break. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're coming back from a timeout taken by the Tigers here as they're down by 7 with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Inbound taken here by Kiki Ramos, now on the right wing. Driving, pushed out to the perimeter, and now they're going to reset. Up top, swinging around the horn. Left corner, lets it fly too far. Looked like it might have been a 2 if it had gone. But now Arel gets it punched away from her, kept in play. Great effort here from Sherman, Grace Sherman, off of a couple passes. It ends up on the other wing, and it's going to draw a foul. And so you'll notice as you're watching this, if you're a frequent watcher of our varsity coverage, that a lot of the JV games, just some of the procedures are a little different here.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of different rule changes and, well, just, more leniency in certain areas.
Exactly, yeah. And some of that can depend on the level of competition between the two teams.
Yeah.
We'll see less and less rules being, I guess you could say, they'll let them slide in this game just because of how competitive these two teams are. As that was a great connection and a finish from Riley McMahon.
Yeah, great finish. She just slung it up right under the hoop.
Now here comes Sandrowski on the right wing. Picks up her dribble, and it was punched out. Again, Grace Sherman picking up the steal. Coast to coast. Doesn't go. Rebound stays with the Tigers. Pitched out. Now at the arc. Right wing, left wing, and the rebound to Arel after she scrambled it up for a minute. Now she takes it up on the left wing. Brown denied. Heard the whistle. I thought there might have been a foul call, but it's just going to be out of bounds. Clean block down low from the Tigers.
Yeah, but you got to say, that was a great pass by Arel right down there.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic, fast-paced conversion.
And you can see kind of where the grassroots of the varsity teams' play style has come from in this JV team. The
Absolutely.
fundamentals and the passing starts right here, and that's what Coach Jared Campbell preaches to his players day in and day out, as now it's the Tigers on the low blocks, pitching out, 3-ball in the corner, knocks it down. Kiki Ramos. And now it's just a 2-point game, and it's stolen away. Ramos down over to Sherman, cuts back up top, finds her girl, drives, and she draws the foul as she takes the lane.
A lot more 3-balls than you would expect from a JV game here, Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like not only a 3-ball attempt, like not like a 3-point attempt, but like mates. This is impressive.
I think we've seen maybe 3 or 4
made
so far between the two teams. Now, first take from Riley McMahon doesn't go. Sub coming in. That's Chloe Bardwell. She's checking onto the floor for Nora Vaughn. As you said, 2-point lead for the Red Hawks at home. 2:21 on the clock in this JV matchup. Make it a 1-point game as McMahon knocks down her 3rd point of the game.
This full court press is trouble for the Red Hawks.
Maggie Nichols gets it away, and Coach Campbell is going to call a timeout first for the Red Hawks.
Yeah, like we were saying, these transitions here have been a struggle thus far for the Red Hawks. They have been trying to either go too short, getting trapped on the other side when there's a full court press, or just hucking the ball way over.
Yeah, absolutely, Tyler. And this is a very big, challenge for the Red Hawks. They haven't faced really tough competition so far in this season. We mentioned that they were undefeated, 9-0. Their closest game that they played was their most recent win against East Hampton, which was only 8 points. They beat them by 8 points, which that's substantial. To put that in perspective, I believe that their biggest win was by 59 points, where the other team only scored 1. A single point, a single made free throw in the whole game. So we've talked about this on the varsity level as well. It's the conference that they're playing, and it's their opponents. It's just, we're in what do they call it? A realignment. It's we haven't reached the realignment year yet, and undoubtedly at the end of this season, when the conferences get realigned, the Red Hawks will be moved up to a tougher conference. But for the time being, they're moving pretty steadily in their conference, and so is their JV squad.
Yeah, it's good to see it going through in both groups.
Yeah.
They know the issues they need to face and improve on.
And the end of this week,
over Matt.
And that is a good call from the official. That's we've actually talked about this a few times. That game with the boys, Pioneer, last year with the over and back when we didn't understand. Since then, it's been made clear to me what the technicality with that was when he didn't get his foot down on the front side of the court.
Right. Yeah.
So he was in the air, and it didn't matter where he was in the air. He was still in the back court when he touched it.
It's rough.
As that pass is taken away down low by Elsa Brown. Picks up her dribble over to the left. It's Riley. Now coming up to grab it is Sadie Nichols. Gets it right back on the give and go. Open lane. Beautifully crafted play by the Red Hawks.
Yeah, Sadie was left wide open. Was able to get a quick little bucket.
It's a nice give and go there. You don't see that too often, I feel like. That's another pass stolen by Elsa Brown. Over to her left again. Let's see if the Hawks will run it back. And it's taken away. We won't have time to see. Now, one-on-one. On the low blocks. Doesn't go. Too hard. Punch free by Nichols. And now the Tigers recuperate on the right wing. Deflected pass, and they take it back up. Simone Quinn. Passing it back. Open. That was a deep 2. Went too far, and nice job from Sadie Nichols dodging the ball. Keeps it in bounds. Hawks have it. Scramble, and it's torn away. Thought there might be a jump ball. Good pass, but she was called for the travel as the shot gets knocked down. It won't count.
Yeah, that's a rough feeling. That is a rough feeling when you make the shot, yet get called for another foul before it was taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now pass blocked. Picked back up. Blocked again. Tigers playing a tight press. Behind the back pass, finish isn't there. And I mean, Simone Quinn showing off right now. That was impressive. I don't know. You were mid-cough. I don't know if you caught that.
I did not. I wish I did.
So now it's passed over to the left wing, left corner. Feed to Elsa Brown on the mid-blocks, and she draws a foul.
There you go. That's good effort. You know, her brother Ollie Brown If he's here, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw her parents come in. They're in the building. Senior Oliver Brown, star of the boys cross-country team. Brown misses her first shot there. What was it? There's 4 Brown siblings? There's 4 of them, right?
I know of.
Yeah, that I know of. There could be more. I don't know.
Bang.
Knocks down her second. We've seen just only 2 trips to the free throw line from both teams, I think, in this game so far.
Yep.
Low scoring, clean game, just lots of passion on the court right now. Feeding over to the right wing. And now an opening. Deep 2. Looks like she sold it to the left a little bit and stepped out. Frontier ball.
A lot of good effort when the ball is flying baseline. You're seeing consistently a player running out to get it. Even though that time it didn't work.
And that was a low pass from Brown. Almost lost and won't come of any consequence as the quarter ends here 13-9. Red Hawks on top. And we'll be back with some more conversation. Looking forward to the game later tonight, varsity, and the game tomorrow. But we'll talk about that in a minute. When we come back, the second quarter of the JV game. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're coming into the second quarter here. 13-9 the score. Red Hawks leading the South Hadley Tigers by 4 in this JV matchup. Tigers moving it forward off of their inbound pass. Now at the point. Bringing it up to the nail, trying to get it down low to the blocks. Scrambling around. That was Sandrowski getting in the middle of it for Frontier. Now, patrolling around the perimeter, they dump it down low, loose, and it's going to go to the Red Hawks.
Yeah, a little bit better movement now, Mace. They're moving around, trying to figure out how to break this press, too.
Definitely something both coaches were talking to other players about during the quarter break as the Hawks break through the Tigers press pretty efficiently there. So now it's passed back to Sandrowski. Arel sets a screen, was looking for loose up top, but it's taken away, lobbed down the court, and bad decision there from Sandrowski. Should have let it go, but.
Yeah, Sandrowski, I worked with elementary schools. I played with her many times.
Yeah.
She's certainly a confident player, but yeah, that was a young player mistake. Wow, what a
And
block.
not a young player mistake there.
Ooh.
Loose, denies, and then gets her hand up in the face of the shooter over in the near corner. Now the Tigers still have it, fighting for it. Loose on the ground, picked up by the Red Hawks. Nichols going to bring it up. Arel, and she travels, tried to drag her foot.
Just seemed to have been frozen in the position, too.
Yeah.
Caught red-handed. Wow. It's a powerful whistle right there.
No score a minute into the second quarter here. Or no, change in score, I should say. Loose ball again, and it'll be a jump as that was Anna Conklin who dove on top of it.
Love to see that energy, that fierce energy to just take the ball. Love it.
I mean, that's what we see in the varsity games all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's what has made this Frontier team so successful is now a backdoor feed. Here comes Loose, dumps it out up top. The drive on the right block. Ooh. It isn't there. And now pitch back out by Conklin. Loose at the elbow. Picks up her dribble, has to pitch it back out. Sandrowski with 30 seconds on the shot clock. leaves it up top. Now the Hawks move down low. Loose loses the ball. Still loose. Back to the perimeter, and it's picked up by Maggie Nichols. She's got Sandrowski to her right, feeds it to her. Baseline drive, and she travels.
That was rough, yeah. They kept almost getting some opportunities there, Mace, but the Redhawks just could not finish.
The defense has stepped up for both of these teams early here in the second quarter. 2 minutes gone, no change in score, and intercepted ball going the other way. Here comes Nichols off the bottom of the rim, trying to body her way through, and now the pass up top. Sandrowski at the elbow is stopped. Loose, and she travels.
Great steal from Maddie Nichols there at the top of the key on the other side. Wow. Good job just jumping in front of the ball. Yet another thing we see in many of the girls in the varsity team currently watching the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good energy.
And now it's the Tigers bringing it up. Screen set up top. Quick three.
Whoa.
And kept in, diving attempt. Called out of bounds. She stepped out, it looked like. Now Arell looking for someone to get it into. It's Riley to her right on the near side of the court. Pass forward, Arell goes down, and a foul is going to be picked up here by Ella Haber. And it's going to be Eva Campbell who comes in here for Rainer Luce. Sadie Nichols to take it in right in front of our table. Riley along the sideline. Over to Sadie Nichols. Arell tried to set a screen, but Nichols passed it off. Now pitch down low is meant for Arell, and now it's loose down the court. Picked up by the Tigers, and the foul is drawn. Conklin couldn't find herself in the right position.
Yeah, I mean, good effort getting back there by Conklin for sure. Just the execution of the tap and not drawing the foul is, it's okay. That's to be expected here. This is where they're learning, getting some playing time, and it's important.
And I mean, again, they've had great seasons so far, and they're leading in this game right now. They've been struggling offensively, but still the defensive stands have been big. And, if Grace Sherman can come up empty-handed here at the nail, then it'll be a good foul from Conklin. And she does. And Conklin gets the rebound. So, when you look back at it retrospectively, that's a good play right there. And a good pass from Arell as it's knocked down by Eva Campbell.
Yeah, well, they just played both sides of the court very well.
And that breaks the 3-minute scoring drought of the whole game. No one had scored for almost 3 minutes, and then the Hawks do there, and they force a turnover. And it's going to be an inbound for the Red Hawks after some communication from the official. Looking for someone open. Heaves it and connects the pass. Conklin fires it off the glass. Denied down low. Pitch back out. Riley thought about the three. Now she sends it over to the other side of the court. Wild sequence here. Now Arell lets it fly off the glass. It doesn't go, and the rebound goes to the Tigers.
Wow.
Man.
Wow, that was intense. Yeah.
And now a travel from the Tigers. And that is a full line change right there. 5 on for 5 off.
I don't think anyone knows what sport we're playing right now. We got a hockey transition. You have a football pass. I mean, wow. That was intense, but very interesting to see.
Now Sophia Quater coming in here for Bella Arell. Riley passing it up to the right elbow. It's Campbell. Now a travel is going to be called against Quater, who just checked in. (15-9) the score here in Goodnow Gymnasium as the Tigers bring it up. On the right wing, moving it forward. Now a pass back, switching it over to the left wing. Back up top, behind the perimeter, screen set, rolling around it. Pass down low, jumper rattles out of the cage. Back again, too far this time. Campbell picks up the boards, double teamed, loose ball. Tigers have it, still loose. Now it's back up top. Tigers recover with a new possession here. Looked like someone almost hit the deck there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ref's right in my view right now. Now at the top of the key. Tigers resetting with Quinn. Now pitch back up top. They can't break through the Hawks defense. 3-ball goes, and it's down. Quinn says, I've had enough of this.
Fantastic passing and being able to recover the ball.
And now Conklin back to Riley. They got to get it across quick. Riley and
carry. Wow. You barely see that in varsity.
Wow.
I'm shocked to see that in JV. Interesting.
I mean, I can understand the call. Like I said, it's a range of strictness that you'll see from JV officials, because you can have ones that'll be calling things really tough like this in a very close, exciting matchup. As that board gets knocked away by a flying Tiger, Conklin spinning around, and a jump ball is going to be called. But as I was saying, on the other end of the spectrum, you can have, if it's teams, if there's some kind of blowout that's happening, which, honestly is what we've seen more when the Hawks have played other teams on the JV level this year. As that pass is popped up, deflected by Sadie Nichols. Now it's moving the other way. Nichols taking it to the right wing, dumps it down low, just outside the paint, and now it's Riley. And whistle blown. Couldn't see the call here, but it's going to be a turnover. Tigers have it.
Yeah, I couldn't see that either, but 3-point game now.
Just under 3 minutes to go in the first half as well. Pitched over to the right wing. Sudden drive, now she drops back. Quinn. Nice passing here from the Tigers. Backdoor feed, shot too short. Rebound keeps with the Tigers, and the pass away is taken by Riley. Now the Hawks have it, moving up on the far side. She picks up her dribble, sees Conklin on the low block. Spin move, paint, and she got it off the glass.
There you go. You've been seeing that a lot. They're consistently able to score when they get the ball right center of the hoop in the paint.
They've been doing a great job getting the paint points, Tyler.
Yeah.
That's a jumper. Pulled short and kept in by the Tigers, and that is going to draw a foul.
I mean, great rebound there. Very good discipline of not just charging for the ball, taking your time down to it, and then holding it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good call.
Now at the line here, I think that's Kiki Ramos. Or it's Quinn. I can't tell. Her hair is like right in the way.
Yeah.
No, Quinn's down on the blocks.
Oh, yeah.
It's 15. Okay.
15.
Willa Kent.
Yeah.
Excuse me, folks. Well, Kent missed her first. Second shot. Rattles out. Almost had it. 5-point lead for the Red Hawks as Orell goes down, and a foul is going to be attributed to Simone Quinn. As we said, I mean, this is a margin that is even closer than the final score of the Red Hawks game against East Hampton, which actually I was told by Coach Campbell before this game was even closer than the final score suggests. They were winning by 1 point, and before the other team started fouling them. That's what he told me.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, very, very close game. East Hampton definitely has some formidable players, and it seems to have some up-and-coming talent as well, as that's a high pass to the high block. Sorrell looking for someone, and now it's Sadie Nichols. Over to the left wing. Cross-court pass to the right wing. It's Rowan Riley. Riley can't break through the perimeter. Now Nichols sees a lane. Nichols drives, and the shot clock runs out.
Yeah, both teams there were struggling to find any real opportunity, and yeah, it's rough.
70-15. 17-12. Just looking at the scores on my computer, and that is a high ball popped loose, kept in play.
Wow, great control
by McMahon, and down goes Sadie Nichols. McMahon bricks it off the back rim, and now rebound with the Tigers, lets it fly too hard off the glass. Loose reins in the rebound.
Nice one.
Now wide open three. Too far. Put back Hook shot isn't there for Luce. 45 seconds to go. Heaves it down the court.
Wow.
Wide open. Missed it. And Luce fouled her.
Tiger's very lucky they got that foul there. Yeah, I mean, that is a perfect opportunity. That was the most dime. Like, that was beautiful. Right
Amazing
to her hands,
pass, yeah.
Right into the hoop. Yeah, they just got to learn to finish that.
And it's not going to be a shooting foul. She didn't actually put up a shot, but that take goes too far. Jump ball, not called. The ref made the motion but didn't blow the whistle, and now he blows a whistle. Kind of looking in some confusion, and it looks like it's going to be a foul on the Red Hawks again here. Luce picks it up again. 2 quick fouls. And it's going to be McMahon taking the inbound. Pass to the near corner, pitching it in, and it rattles down the cage. 5 points now for Simone Quinn. Shot clock is dark in the first half. Long pass, gets it across the half-court line. Rainer Luce, 15 seconds. Open 3, Riley, too far. Rebound goes to Arell. Pitches it out, she goes down on the pass. And now it's going the other way. Tigers 2-on-1, off the glass, not there. Boards go to Sadie Nichols. Short clock, Arell, she's not going to get there. So a 3-point game at the end of 2 quarters as the teams go to the locker room. And before we go, we have the varsity visiting team that's shown up here. They were standing next to us in a little while ago. But that is Lennox. The Lennox Millionaires will be playing the Frontier Red Hawks varsity squad here tonight, Tyler.
Yep,
and that's going to be as good of a matchup as we're seeing here on junior varsity, because these are 2 teams. I mean, you couldn't think it'd get much better than this. JV has an undefeated record. They're playing against a team with only 1 loss. Varsity is undefeated. They're playing against the only other team in their conference that is also undefeated. Yeah. 2 teams, undefeated records, only 1 walks away from the nest unscathed. That's what you got to look forward to tonight when we cover that game. And what would you say? We got an hour, right?
Yeah.
Hour before that happened. So definitely tune into that. I've been looking forward to this all week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
A lot of us have, yeah. This is going to be a matchup for the ages. We're really looking forward to see how these teams scale up against somebody who's stronger in their conference.
Yeah.
This will be a real good challenge for them.
Battle for first place in the Franklin North Conference coming up tonight after the JV game. But right now we're going to take the halftime break. 70-14. Red Hawks on top by 3 at home. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. We'll be right back. and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. We're coming into the second half here of our JV special coverage here in Goodnow Gymnasium. It's 17-14 as the Hawks face off against the South Hadley Tigers. And as we said before, we were talking about the varsity matchup. And the varsity girls are going to be playing against the Lennox Millionaires, who were warming up on the other side of the court here during halftime, Tyler. But meanwhile, Anna Conklin receives a great pass and gets 2 more points on the board for the Red Hawks.
5-point lead now. It's still very competitive from these 2 great schools.
And Luce almost traveled. Whoa.
Wow, very close.
And that's a great backdoor feed. Orel! Oh, my goodness. And this is a great start right here, Tyler. This is exactly how Coach Campbell wants to come out of the huddle.
Exactly, yeah. Great way to turn it around there. They almost tripped up, literally, and were able to figure it out.
And now swatted out of the air by Nichols. Picked up. Luce doesn't travel this time. 21-14 the score after the early buckets from the Red Hawks. Bringing it up, Maggie Nichols. Pass popped up off, it almost looked like the foot of.
Yeah, she didn't see it coming, I guess. I don't know.
And now lofted pass to the perimeter. Bardwell hands it off, driving as the Tigers, leaves it off for Bones.
Doesn't move.
And now taken away by the Red Hawks, moving back the other way. Sadie Nichols showing off the bag. High pass down to Maggie with the fake and the finish. Toilet bowl down.
The Twins get it done. Look at that.
And now it's the Tigers bringing it back up. 23-14. Again, Hawks striking early, playing aggressive defense, and they force a travel call. That's been the hallmark for Frontier this year. I mean, it doesn't matter what level you're talking about, it seems.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can see it all throughout the game. Ooh.
As now, Nichols passes to Nichols. Nichols back to Nichols. And now Nichols down low. It's loose, wide open, off the glass and down.
Bang. Look at that.
Rainer Luce actually leading the Red Hawks in points right now. With that bucket, it brings her to 7. 25-14, Hawks with an 11-point lead. And that falls short on the glass. Rebound goes back to the Tigers. They reset up top. Over on the right wing. Lets it fly for a deep 2. Short. And now Conklin spins around, gets the pass off to Nichols. Maggie Nichols. Down low to Orel. Backdoor feed. Conklin can't get the finish. Sent it high. I think she was trying to get it off the glass, but it might have been actually deflected a little bit, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. And like when they're right up and under the hoop in the paint, it's really tough to see where they're at.
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're just running up and down the court and hit a lot.
And that can be one of the funniest things if you just end up a little bit letting the ball go just a little bit too late, just right off the bottom of the rim. I mean, I've done that a lot. That's why I'm not out on the court. And that's swatted away by Orel over to the right wing. Tigers backdoor feed, keeping it inbound. She almost stepped out, and that ball is loose. Still with the Tigers, triple teamed. Now open, almost gets it off the glass. It was rolling around on the rim, and that shot goes too far. Rebound, still with the Tigers. They bring it out to the arc, now driving the baseline. Loose in the paint, Nichols picks it up, and now plays it back to herself. Lobs it down the court. Here comes Orel. Gets behind her, goes out, and it'll go to the Tigers. Orel slow to get up. She's kind of motioning to her knee a little bit when looking to her coach, I think. But she's going to sub out here as there's a big change for the Red Hawks.
Another hockey transition, but I got to say the Tigers just were doing fantastic on offense. So many offensive rebounds. That is unusual. Yeah.
And now they've completely broken out of the press. There's no one down there, and the shot is missed. Second try goes down.
Both of these Frontier teams value being super fast, getting to both sides of the court instantly. That was not what they want.
I've never seen that happen for a Frontier team so far this season.
Never.
I mean, you know that the coaches are going to be giving them a bit of an earful about that one as that shot goes wide from the Tigers.
Yes,
Campbell on the boards. Brown bringing it up on the right side. Almost travels, and she does. Again, dragging the back foot. That one was a little bit closer of a call than the last time we saw that happen, I think.
Yeah, maybe it was a half and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That happens.
Pulls a quick jumper off the back rim. Boards there, and not quite for the Red Hawks. And it's going to stay with the Tigers. Good effort, but Sophia Quater couldn't hold on to it there for Frontier. Finds her open girl, lets it fly. And now the pass down the court. Nice. Here comes Campbell. Slows it down, back up top. Taking the right lane, draws the foul. Sendrowski goes to the line.
Great effort there by Sendrowski, you know, just going straight in the middle, hoping some hands would fly in her way, and it did.
Almost a bit of an advantage being that small if you're trying to draw a foul in that way.
As long as you don't get stuffed, you're good.
Yeah. Also helps that you're good at the line.
That's for sure, yeah. This is something the Frontier teams are sometimes, you know, a little iffy on, but it's really good to see when you see these high percentages of making the free throws.
Yeah, and that isn't quite a full line change there. Those 4 on and 4 off. One stays on. I didn't quite catch who it was, but that was Sendrowski going 1 for 2 at the nail. 10-point lead for the Red Hawks. Backdoor feed doesn't go for the Tigers. Loose, and that was out.
Almost tried to hopscotch it back in, but not quite.
She was in the air, but again, just like the backcourt violation we were talking about, it's where you were on the ground last. As that pass forward from Brown gets intercepted going the other way, and she gets it. It looked like she didn't even need the glass that time. That was Grace Sherman.
Good finish.
And timeout going to be called by Coach Jared Campbell as the lead is knocked down to 8 by South Hadley. With 3:22 here to go in the third quarter, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. Coming off of a Red Hawks timeout here, trying to break through the press. Heaving it down the court, Sendrowski, open shot, got it! Fast way to come back from the break, but she knocks down a deep 2. And now Tigers trying to answer, steps back, past the arc, now she drops it down low. High pass, picked up, and now back to the point. Picks up her dribble, now swinging around, and miscommunication is going to cost them the possession.
Yeah, that's the biggest fallacy of this fast-paced game here, Mason. There's oftentimes some lacking passes, especially in JV, so it's hard to keep that pace up.
And it's been a hard battle for these two teams. Defense has really had to step up for both of them to try and keep them in this game.
Good hands.
And Brown recovers off the deflected pass. Back to Brown, looking for an opening, passing it back up top. Now they reset with Sendrowski, 15 to shoot. High pass on the nail. Back to Sendrowski. Slow pass. She could have had an opening, but let it bounce. And a travel against Abby Sendrowski. Turns the ball over there to the Tigers. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the starting lineup for Frontier back on, or some of their players back on in a few moments here. They've just moved over to the bench, or the scorer's table, as that pass is deflected by Sandrowski. I don't know how she got up there. Now blowing past her, puts the shot up. Brown gets the boards. Now it's moving the other way. Tata, and she did step out.
Yeah. Some loose feet have certainly been seen on this tournament. It's a lot of travels, a lot of like just stepping in bounds, sometimes on inbounds, anytime when you're outside near the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, any periphery play is really dangerous in this lead.
And now, past Sandrowski. She looked like she got her hand on that. Sandrowski, for only being a 7th grader on JV, she's a 7th grader in JV, and also with that height, she's been doing a lot on this court. And she keeps the ball in bounds off of that pass, up to Luce, trying to get across half court. She's going to try and power through. Can't split the 2-man. Now it goes the other way, off the boards and down. McMahon capitalizing on the error from the Redhawks. Luce up to Urel. Pass forward, miscommunication. No one knew who that was intended for. Luce denies her down low. There wasn't a foul, it was just out of bounds.
Yeah.
I was waiting for a signal. I think you were too.
What a stuff down low, though. That was clean.
Huge.
Fantastic.
And now, close defense. Lets it fly from the deep corner. Got it! Whoa!
Yeah, Frontier was just standing around in the passing lane instead of trying to block the ball. There's a difference, and that passiveness did not play well for them.
And now a big lead for the Redhawks, which at one point was 11 points, is now just 5.
Yeah. It's much, much closer.
Getting chopped down, and a high pass.
Especially when you start making those mistakes that you expect at the beginning of the game, you know? You gotta feel it at this point. You gotta keep going, keep the energy up, and make your connection.
Quater sent it a little too high on that last play. Now it's the Tigers' ball, 28-23. They're trailing by 5. Showing off the bag is Quinn. Pass down low. Taking it back up top is Sherman. Over to the right wing. Lets the 3-ball go. Doesn't fall. And now the pass forward. Keeps it in play. And she travels. That has happened several times where they try and drag the back foot and just hasn't worked out.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, they're keeping an eye on it. They're making sure that it's being locked down. That's
now
good.
50 seconds in the third quarter. Driving the baseline. Puts up the floater. It's short. Coming in hot to get the boards and a jump ball. Meanwhile, Frontier's varsity squad going to head to the locker room to prep for their big game after this one, as that high pass almost connects with Conklin, is going to stay Frontier's ball. Again, aggressive on the press with Riley McMahon.
Yeah, exactly. They're running it on both sides.
And now, Sandrowski, high pass. Urel takes the 3-ball, short, and loose, couldn't keep it in. Shot clock is dark now.
Yeah, it's rough. You want to be able to see some more connections here, especially with this little amount left in the quarter.
Now the Tigers leave it back up. Nice pass, wide open in the paint. Great vision on the court from the Tigers there on that play. Now it's just a 3-point game. 15 seconds to go. Urel, now it's loose, wide open, takes it down low. Conklin loses the ball. And now it's popped back out. Tigers still have it. Urel on the defense, now breaking through. Open down low, and it's a 1-point game.
Look at that. What a way to end the quarter, Mason. Bringing that deficit just to only 1. Wow.
Huge stuff from the Tigers to battle back, and the Hawks need to get their head back in the game. They have been getting beat offensively and defensively in the last couple minutes here, but they've been in control for most of the game, and something changed. I think it was mostly in the attitude of the Tigers there, Tyler.
Absolutely, yeah. The Tigers have been really stepping it up. They've been taking advantage of some lacking points in the Redhawks, and they've just been getting more in the faces of their opponents, you know, just trying to get more points on the board, and it's been working really well.
Yeah, absolutely, Tyler. That's a great point. And they have also been playing much more aggressively on the press. Yeah. I mentioned that a little bit with Riley McMahon, but, I mean, it's not just her. It's plenty of the other players as well who have been really stepping it up defensively. So during this break here going into the fourth quarter. Just a 1-point lead for the home team, the Red Hawks, as a couple of their players, number 12, or not number 12, that's her varsity number. I'm not going to read out their numbers because I don't have them written down. Rowan Riley, Elsa Brown, and Rainer Luce, they will also be participating. Probably not that much, I'd wager, especially after a close JV game like this, but they'll be on the bench for the varsity game as well against Lennox, who actually is sitting in the stands right now.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they came in as soon as we left for varsity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. Please stay tuned.
They'll be taking their warm-ups first on the court. But right now, we've got the final 8 minutes of a very close matchup here in Goodnow Gymnasium. JV on top by 1 as a shot is sold short by the Tigers. Pass, dangerous, connects. Now it's down low. Brown, open shot, deep 2, sells it short. 2 short shots for both teams to open up the fourth quarter. Score is still 28-27. Now on the left wing, feeding it back to the elbow. To the other side. Now on the right wing. Bringing it back up top, trying to swing it around to the other side. And now an opening, takes her deep 2. Doesn't go, rebound back to Brown. Similar shots 3 times in a row for both teams, none of them connecting.
Yeah.
Now it's Riley. Up top, Brown handing it back off, and it's taken the other way. Vaughn plays it back, trying to find an opening. Hawks playing tight in the paint, loose boards, Brown there again. Riley bringing it back, getting pressured immediately by Vaughn. Gets by her, sends it down fast. Looking for an easy shot. Brown sends it high off the glass. Kind of seemed like she was looking for a call as that shot gets sent wide. And 1!
Wow, and 1, look at that.
Sadie Nichols. Big stuff down low from the 8th grader.
There's a lot of back and forth fluid sequence there. Finally ending on a great play.
And like we said, the defense has stepped up for both teams. Offense has not been performing as well, as the three-point play won't come together for Sadie Nichols. Pass over to the right wing. Fake. And now over to the left elbow. Down low. Backdoor try. Off of her foot. Was trying to get her dribble back, it seemed.
Yep.
But Hawks with a 3-point lead. Moving it back the other way. Brown was trying to find Nichols, almost connects, but now it's taken the other way. Vaughn trying to get past Campbell. Now over to the other side. Fakes it. Bardwell back, and she misses the shot.
Good take by Vaughn.
Nichols over to Nichols, denied down low. It looks like it's going to stay with Frontier, though. I think that was actually Nora Vaughn who got all the way back in time.
Yeah, props to Vaughn. I mean, she made some really good, while she was bringing the ball up, she noticed where the defenders were and was able to maneuver around them, took a good shot, and then got all the way back for the defensive stop.
Yeah.
Great effort.
Now it's Sadie Nichols, wide open 3, fires it too far and out of bounds.
Yeah, you brought up a point about Abby, I forgot her last name. Abby
Sandrowski, yes.
Yeah, Abby Sandrowski. She reminded me of the short height that Caden Manning had when he was a lot younger,
yes,
but still being that skillful. Yeah, it's good to see some impressive parallels this young.
Deep 2, sent too far. Boards, sent back up. 3rd try for the Tigers, doesn't go, still loose. They got a 4th try, fighting for it. They send it back out, and it's out of bounds. Like we said, boards game has been good for both of these teams. They've been getting a lot of rebounds. It's just capitalization on them hasn't been the greatest.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, you've been seeing it on both sides, defensively and offensively, which is totally unheard of most of the time.
Now Riley's pass taken away by the Tigers. They've got an opening. Bardwell sends a floater up, well short and out of bounds. And that's something again, I think I've mentioned this a few times as we've got some subs for both teams coming in and out. I've mentioned this a few times on our streams, but when I played rec, number one thing, I guarantee it, that my coaches told me, which is partially my fault as a player, but they said, Mason, stop taking these moving shots. They're not working for you. You're not making them. and you need to set yourself before you take the shot. And, at a certain level, you can disregard that, right? You're not going to really go and tell most NBA players to, not take moving shots because they should make some of those. Definitely. As it's Arel cashing it in on the low blocks, 32-27. But as I was saying, that shot that Bardwell just put up, she was moving fast, trying to make a play with some haste, and she was moving in the air as she was taking that shot. That's why she missed it. And that's something that she's going to hear from her coach as well, and that's a little bit of miscommunication there from the Tigers.
Yeah, some additional things you see from rec level basketball for sure. You got to learn these fundamentals, understand the rules, and they got to be able to move well. They're trying to get the ball up here. They've done it very effectively.
Now it's Conklin trying to break through. It's going to stay with the Red Hawks as it was punched away by Willa Camp. I mean, you can't fault the Tigers for the way they played at all. They played very aggressive, very passionately. And, I mean, they're right here with the Red Hawks, who haven't lost a game all season. 5 points down. Great place to be if you're the South Hadley Tigers.
Especially with just under 5 minutes left. There's a lot of time to figure something out.
And that is going to be an over and back there. Sadie Nichols tried to save it, but couldn't quite get there in time. But
yeah, it's not like it would have mattered too much. The defender was right on her tail. So
yeah, I think she was trying to actually bat it back in, but she had stepped over when she reached over to it.
Yep.
And now, deflected pass. Riley couldn't find it for a moment. She could have had a steal, but she got tangled up. Now, intercepted pass down low by Arel as she goes down, gets a pass off somehow, and now it's taken away on the stretch pass, right back to Riley. High pass, goes back the other way. Tigers have it, and now it's behind her, picks it up, backdoor feed, and it's out of bounds. Frontiers ball.
Wow.
I think we just saw 5 turnovers in the span of like 10 seconds.
That was a catastrophe, but hoping one of the teams can find something here.
4 minutes to go in the game. 5-point lead for the Red Hawks. Arel receives the basket catch, and that was actually pretty impressive that she got it close to the target there. She was behind the basket. Oh, my goodness. Sadie Nichols keeps it in play, but it goes the other way. Diving save, and she stepped out. Sherman spinning around, can't keep her foot in play.
Just too much to unpack. I'm getting discombobulated. That was wild. She just got trapped in the corner and stepped out, though. Wow.
Crazy fast-paced game here. Just under 4 to go now. Riley with the stutter step. Trying to move forward and out of bounds. Going to stay with the Red Hawks. Nichols checks in for Nichols.
Take a penny, leave a penny.
Sandrowski to Nichols. Backdoor try, a little bit too far for Bella Arel.
Still a 5-point game.
3:45 to go now. Red Hawks leading. Loose ball picked up by the Tigers. Now it's Quinn. She's got 5 points on the night. Off of the leg of Arel, it looked like, but it's picked up by the Tigers. And timeout's going to be called by the Tigers. Good call by their coach there.
Yep, absolutely. They were getting stuck up. A lot of miscommunication, trying to figure out what the players were thinking. I mean, they didn't know who was trying to have the ball.
So after some fast-paced action, a lot of back and forth, we're going to take a quick break here with 3:30 to go. 32-27 the score. Hawks closing in on continuing their undefeated season. We'll be right back. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television. Hello and welcome back to Frontier Community Access Television. I'm Mason Smith, still here with Tyler Wolkowitz. will also be your announcers here at the table tonight for the varsity matchup, which will be getting started in just about a half hour here in the Red Hawks nest. But for now, it's JV closing out their game with 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and that is a textbook over and back right there. But
you hate to see it, but it happens all too often.
Yeah. And it's 32-27, Frontier leading South Hadley by 5.
A game that has proven to be worthy of coverage, and we're glad
Definitely.
we're here.
And now, driving is the Tigers, loses the ball, picks it up, and swatted away. I think it was Conklin or maybe Orell, possibly both. Got their hands on it there.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets this late in the game, you're definitely going to be having a lot more concentration on the ball and locking things down on defense.
And now open on the left wing, fakes it. Now the 3 ball, knocks it down. Grace Sherman, she's been great tonight, now with 8 points. Cuts it down to a 3-point game. Orell fakes the shot, drives, puts it up, off the glass, rebound, loose, Tigers got it. Now it's over loose. Puts it up off the ground. Whoa. Strange play there.
Making it a 1-point game. Whoa, what the?
And now stolen and one.
Wow. What a sloppy mistake from Frontier there. You should not have that happen this late in the game. Yeah, they just got trapped in the corner like they do often, but that secondary pass was just way too soft. It was just picked off immediately.
And now the Tigers have the lead here by 1, and it's Kiki Ramos to give them a 2-point lead. She does not rebound. Loose, ripped away. Orell, big play right there. Now it's Campbell heaving it down the court. Conklin passes it back, and the Redhawks will slow down. 2 minutes to go. Hawks trailing by 1 now. Now it's Sandrowski driving, puts up the shot, it rattles down! Sandrowski!
Wow.
Whoa!
She went to the corner, put it in reverse, and then came back for the shot. Wow. Love to see it.
Now it's the Tigers trying to find an answer. Puts it up over Sandrowski. Too short off the glass, gets her own rebound. Sandrowski punches it free. Now she's bringing it up. Sandrowski through traffic, finds Nichols down low. Too far, loose boards. And it's going to stay. Hawks have the ball.
Minute and a half left, 1-point game. This is a very important possession here, Mason. This inbound can really tell what's going to happen.
1:37 to go. Hawks really need a bucket here. For some insurance, they finally get it in. Conklin holding it, jump ball. And I think it's going to stay with the Redhawks too. Yes, it will.
All right, another chance. It might not go quite under the paint here.
Big defensive stands here. Campbell and Orell check out. There's Brown and Riley coming in for the Redhawks. Trying to find someone, anyone that's open. Brown gets it in. Now it's over to Nichols. Up top, Sandrowski. She's got some room. High pass. Brown almost loses it. Trying to look back to Sandrowski. Now it's Riley. 10 to shoot. Hook shot. She draws the foul.
There you go. These attempts here are huge.
Just a 1-point lead for the Redhawks. Riley at the nail to extend it. Misses her first.
It's all right. Another attempt here. And a rebound off a miss would be huge as well.
Sadie Nichols coming in for Abby Sandrowski. Riley's second. Misses. Boards go to the Tigers. Still a 1-point game. And high pass. Picked off. Nichols. Jump ball.
Going the other way.
And it's going to go to the Tigers. They'll keep it this time. Again, still just a 1-point game. 1:14 to go. Hawks barely leading. Here come the Tigers. Almost taken away by Nichols. Sadie Nichols on the coverage. Over on the left wing. Quinn plays it back, looking for a give and go. She gets it. Now it's over on the right side. heaves it over on the other side, down in the paint, puts it up, and one!
Wow, what a play. Yeah, fantastic sight there. They saw some over coverage and then just went right straight in to try to find who was missing their man.
Sophie Quinn, one of the swing players for the Tigers, gives them the lead here with under a minute to go. Looking for a three-point play to make it a two-point game. Doesn't get it. Boards go to Rowan Riley. Heaves it down the court. Nichols there, the reception, and she was trying to find Sadie. Did not connect. It's going the other way. Open girl, puts it up, short off the glass. Nichols gets the rebound. Over to Sadie Nichols. Nichols driving, looking for something. She draws the foul.
There it is, redemption time.
Sadie Nichols going to the line. 1 point game. There is a 2.3 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Wow. Yeah, this is huge.
Misses her first. Must make free throw to tie it. And if she does, we're going to see a timeout.
Absolutely.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, maybe either way. They're going to have to try to figure something out.
Sadie Nichols does it.
Nice. Let it play.
Her 5th point on the night, and a crucial one, 35-35 the score. And a timeout going to be called by the South Hadley Tigers. We are dead even with 31 to go. There is 1.7 seconds of a difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's a possession and a half, really. Yeah. Next to nothing determining what's going to be the outcome of this game.
Yet all these players feel like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. This is an intense game worthy of varsity. The players who are swinging back and forth, they're truly trying to step up. Everyone else is too. This is a really competitive, good game to be at.
And these are the moments when you can look at, you have the varsity coaches watching on the sidelines, watching their JV players. Who's going to be your picks to be your flex players in tournament? These are the games you're going to look back on and decide, because that ultimately, I mean, you're playing to win, you're playing to have a good game and everything like that as a player, but you're playing for some chances on varsity. That's really what it comes down to for a lot of these JV players.
Absolutely, yeah. This is the time where you thrive and you harness your skills to be able to advance them to the next competition. Yeah.
Well, this has been a thriller here at the Nest. 35-35 the score with 31.7 to go. It's going to be South Hadley's ball off of an inbound underneath Frontier's basket. Or no, not underneath. It's going to be out next to the scorer's table, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. McMahon waiting for the inbound. It's going to be a stack play up top. They'll get it into Quinn. Short pass, now an opening. McMahon gets it over to the right wing. Taps the ball, and now over on the left wing, swinging around, trying to create some separation. Pulls the jumper, doesn't go off the rim. Loose rebound, up again, doesn't go. Still loose, batted around, and kept in play. Now they reset. Shot clock is dark. 3 ball. Doesn't go. Rebound still with the Tigers, looking for something. Off her foot. Conklin, jump ball. The Hawks are going to have it with 3.7 left.
Wow, what a sequence. They kept moving the ball, kept taking shots, and nothing landed. Wow.
The luck of the draw is going to fall to Frontier.
Yep.
As the jump ball just goes back and forth. That's the way it works. South Hadley won it last time. Now Frontier wins it with 3.7 to go. They got a shot at a game winner here, and the play is going to be drawn up by Jared Campbell.
Excellent time to take a timeout here. This is crucial. 3.7 seconds on the clock. That is not much. They have barely enough motion. And they've been struggling with the press from the Tigers, so they really got to find a way to get a shot up if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happens if this ends in a tie. I got to be honest with you. I mean, I know varsity, it's going to go to overtime. It'll go to overtime until they break the tie, which probably usually would only be one overtime period, but you never know.
Yeah.
With JV, I really have no idea.
Can they delay a varsity game? I don't know.
If they do go to overtime, it will be a very, very short overtime period. I can tell you that much. But with 3.7 to go, It's going to be a question of who's going to get the shot, where are they going to get it, and do they have the firepower? This is going to be a really deep ball, and for varsity, it could be a challenge to heave it even from half court and get it close.
For JV, they're going to need a miracle.
Arell, Brown, loose, and time is going to run out.
It almost gets stolen by the Tigers at the end there, but still ending in a tie.
So now, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it's going to end here. We got 4 minutes that's been put up on the game clock. So this seems to make some rational sense to me. So
where's Glenn?
We have it. Yeah, I'm looking at our athletic director. Where is he?
Come on.
But while we're looking for him, 4 minutes up on the game clock. We're going to take a guess at what's happening right now. We have one overtime period.
Yeah.
Someone is going to take a lead at some point or another in this overtime period before at the end of the 4 minutes, which is the 4 minutes is half of the usual regulation amount that you have for a single quarter. So this is half of a quarter that's being played to decide this JV game.
This is going to be very intense. These teams know each other inside out already, so it's just going to be who can compete on a higher level than the other.
I got to tell you, I mean, I was looking forward to this game. I thought it was going to be a lot of fun to cover. I didn't think it was going to turn out like this. This is something special.
I know. This is far more than a warm-up. This is a fantastic matchup. This is the main event for them. That's for sure.
I wonder if the boys' JV is going to be able to top this tomorrow night. And that's what you have to look forward to, folks. We're going to be doing the same stuff tomorrow night, JV and varsity, as the boys take on the undefeated Pioneer Valley Panthers at home tomorrow night. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we're trying to get a varsity boys player to come and do the color with me. That would be a lot of fun. I always look forward to doing that with the players.
Yeah,
but now it all comes down to this: 4 minutes to decide a victor. Now it's the Tigers down low, sending it too far. Boards brought down. Great vertical from Elsa Brown. Now it's Sandrowski going back and forth across half court. Sandrowski over to Sadie Nichols. Nichols taking it to the left wing, and she's stripped, going the other way. It's the Tigers. Tigers on their right wing. Feed into the lane. The lay goes.
Great underhand finish there.
Sophie Quinn breaks 10 on the night with that shot. Big screen set up top by Rainer Luce, and it's going to stay with the Red Hawks.
Yeah, that's great energy. These teams have been coming off the breaks and the timeouts with this energy, but we're going to see how long it can last. This is a short period, but it can fade very quickly.
Already 30 seconds gone. 3:27 to go. Sadie Nichols into Rowan Riley. Hawks are down by 2 right now. Fed into Elsa Brown at the nail. Over to Sadie Nichols. Nichols sends it over to Sandrowski. Almost loses the dribble, but now she takes it up on the right side. Top of your screen, and now Sandrowski in the far corner. Cross-court pass. Riley on the left wing. 10 to shoot. Riley works herself into the near corner. Back up top, Sandrowski. Hawks trying to penetrate. Sandrowski off a foot. It's going to stay.
It's going to stay.
3 seconds on the shot clock.
It doesn't reset. They have to get a shot up here quick.
It's a catch and shoot. That's what you got to do.
Yep.
Sandrowski, does she know the shot clock? She does. Lets it fly. It's short.
Great attempt, though. She knew she had to shoot.
Was just trying to get a little closer, it seemed. You could hear the fans, or the parents, I guess.
Yeah.
They're the ones right to our left yelling out to shoot. And now Tigers taking it a little bit slower here, feeling a little more comfortable. They got a 2-point lead. Lets the 3-ball go. Short. Boards. Loose. Goes to Frontier.
Yep, great call. I'm definitely going to be seeing more action under the boards, just trying to get these rebounds. They know what they need to do.
And the Red Hawks are not looking for a three-pointer here. They're looking for 2. All they want to do is tie this and get right back in the game. But first, they got to get across half court, and it's going to be out of bounds, as it was picked off, but she couldn't stay in bounds. Riley McMahon on that play. Subs coming in. Loose goes off. Arell comes on for the Red Hawks, and I think it was only 2 substitutions. I was about to say 3 for the Tigers.
Yep, the Tigers coach making sure that the players know to hold on to the ball, try to get these transitions taken over.
And now Sandrowski taking across half court over to the left wing. Pressured hard. Now it's Brown, who dribbles, picks it up. Now Sandrowski surveying the court, dropping back to the logo, and now over to the right wing. Sadie Nichols Nichols finding some room, driving, pitching it back out. Riley looking for any kind of room, sent up high, looked like she was shooting, but she was denied. Now a fast break, open lane, off the glass and down. Grace Sherman.
Great job. The Tigers bench just exploded.
Now Nichols tracing the sideline, goes down hard. Waiting for a call from the official.
Hard contact there, but I don't think we see anything. It's just going to be an inbound.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a shooting foul. She didn't go up.
Yeah.
Hawks down by 4 in this overtime period, and we're halfway done. Got to find some way to get the offense going. Tigers have stepped up huge on defense. Down low, it's Conklin, double teamed, jump ball, and it's staying.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite see the motion there from the official. He was screened by just about everyone on the floor, and we're going to see a timeout. I think it was called by Frontier as they're down by 4. I mean, just plain and simple, the offense has been getting shut down, Tyler.
Yeah, exactly. In that 2 minutes of play, they were playing decently solid, but they just weren't able to score. So that 4-point deficit is very scary.
Yeah.
And in the actual game itself, they had some leads, but whenever they lost it and it wasn't as big, they struggled more. So, yeah, they really got to try to bring things around here.
And it's a dangerous thing. You still have half of the overtime period to go. So this isn't a point where you're saying, well, maybe we should start fouling right now. I mean, what happened with a game where they said to start fouling recently, we can point to the boys' game. They played against Drury earlier this week. They ended up losing by 12, even though they were within single digits. A very close game until the last. And then Drury just made all kinds of free throws and pulled away a lot from Frontier. And that's not what you want right now. You want to try and make it close, especially on the JV level as well.
The fouling game is a rabbit hole they do not want to fall into. You're exactly right.
And I think Jared Campbell knows that all too well. He's the coach of this JV squad. Sandrowski to inbound it. 1:52 to go. Gets it in to Conklin. And now, it wasn't Conklin. Jump ball called. And it's going to go to the Tigers. 1:47 to go. 4-point lead for South Hadley. And you got to expect they'll be taking this up slow. And they will. Simone Quinn. Going to be met by Sandrowski at the half-court line. She takes it to her left. Now picks it up. Over to her right. Back to Quinn. Almost picked off. Orell playing aggressive. Now she drops back. Cross-court pass. Now trying to penetrate down low. Floating shot, and she draws a foul. It's going to be against Sandrowski. So going to the line to Simone Quinn.
Consistent effort from people like Quinn, you know. They're drawing so many fouls, just putting up these shots and getting so much from them.
First throw is missed. And these are, huge free throws here.
Yep.
Even if she makes just one, can make all the difference in the minute 26 we have left to go.
Yeah.
And she does. Quinn, her 6th point of the night, makes it 35-40. Sandrowski moving fast, sees Conklin down low, somehow gets to the pass, popped free, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, and to your point you just made there, that difference between 4 points and 5 points is massive. That makes it either 3 twos or a 2 and a 3. That is huge, huge. That means the Frontier offense has to play quite differently now. You're going to see them start moving up, being more aggressive, and they might have to start fouling.
And a 3-ball at a JV level is much more of a rarity. We've seen a few knocked down in this game earlier on, but not in a minute have we seen that, as Nichols almost steals the ball. Now dropping back to defense, playing catch around the perimeters, the Tigers. Now they're trying to break through down low, and opening. Deep 2 goes down.
Yeah, no shot.
And now, just 45 seconds to go, Hawks really starting to trail by 7. Sadie Nichols receives the pass at the logo. Got to put some together fast. High screen set up top. Nichols off the glass. And put back, not there for Campbell. Nichols rebound, draws the fouls. And the Hawks have drawn a few fouls here. They just haven't been able to knock them down.
No, not at all. It's been quite unfortunate, actually. Yeah, they've had so many attempts. That really could have changed the position of the game. But, now it's, a 7-point? Yeah, a 7-point lead for the Tigers. It's going to stick that way after the first doesn't fall.
And this will be where we're either going to see the Red Hawks resign or they're going to start fouling.
Yep.
Depends. As the shot clock is dark, Sadie Nichols goes 1 for 2, makes it 36-42, and I believe it was the Red Hawks who took another timeout here.
It's either their 4th or 5th.
Yeah. Either way, we're right here at the end of the game, 28.8 to go. And it was the Tigers who really showed up here in overtime. It was, I mean, they've really played amazingly this game, Tyler. They were trailing for the majority of the game, staying neck and neck with the Red Hawks, but still consistently trailing, and then they come back, take the lead in the final minutes, and force the Red Hawks to make some pretty impressive plays to tie it back up.
Yeah.
And now they're winning in overtime.
It's crazy how it happens like that. Yeah, I mean, it's just switching everything around. Some fantastic ball being played by both teams, but really, as you said, the Tigers just pulled away there at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, 28 seconds left in the game. Overtime period. Rare. I've never seen this in a JV game.
I haven't seen this really in general, and especially in JV. Very unique. But 6-point lead for the Tigers, who are going to have the ball here off of the timeout, and it is going to be a press. I think we might expect to see some fouling here from the Red Hawks and a few trips to the free throw line if they can't get a steal. Or they're just going to drop back. Still interested to see how they're going to play this as a JV team. So now it looks like Tigers just kind of content to pass it around. 15 to go, and there's going to be the foul.
Yeah. Tigers coach making the call to just take it slow, hold on to the ball, don't make any risky passes.
Not a bonus yet. Not sure. They think that they do have a bonus. Again, I haven't covered JV a lot. It's stuff like this we just haven't seen a lot. And foul called again.
Now they have a bonus? Maybe?
Yes, they do.
For chance? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Just about 15 seconds left.
So it's going to be Sophie Quinn, really kind of the hero of the moment here for the Tigers, with 11 points on the night, leading the charge to this victory here over the Red Hawks with 15 seconds to go. She misses her first there. One made free throw pretty much really does put this out of reach, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Misses both. Arell gets the boards. 10 seconds to go, and she passes it away. And the Tigers will hold on to it as the clock winds down. Huge comeback win. And JV has fallen. Their first loss of the whole season, and it's in overtime. Crazy stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, we rarely cover JV, but we are so glad we covered this.
Yeah,
game.
absolutely.
Wow. Fantastic to see. Another thing great to see, you got to see a lot of the boys' varsity basketball team is here tonight. See Alex Ellis, Austin Durso, Matt Smollett. Who else?
All of them, and now
there you go.
Open up the floodgates. Everyone coming in for the girls' varsity game. The varsity game is going to be as good and as close as this one, if not closer. I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more about that on our next stream, which I don't know how close that's going to be to now because we ran pretty late. I mean, it's already 7:30, so we're going to have to sign off now to start our prep for varsity. I've been Mason Smith here with Tyler Wolkowitz and all the rest of the FCAT crew. We really hope you enjoyed the special coverage of junior varsity Frontier basketball. We'll be right back with the varsity matchup for the night. You're watching Frontier Community Access Television.